Say, Hank, why are you blue again?
Professor, we've been over this. I tried to cure my mutation, but it backfired, and now I'm blue.
Yes, but can't you just be orange?
Orange is a much better color for a cat man.
I'd like you more if you were orange.
No, I can't be orange. What do you want me to do? Keep experimenting on myself until my color changes?
Why, yes, actually. That would be rather tickety-boo.
Top notch, old chap.
Get the butter out, mate. I'm gonna sort out Brecky.
When was the last time you washed those claws?
When was the last time Beast was attractive? Oh, good heavens, capital. Absolute capital.
The way you guys treat me, I might just go and join Magneto.
Turn yourself orange, Hank, or I'm mind-blasting you. Nuking the mutants!
By my stars and garters, Magneto! Are you here to save me?
Which part of nuking the mutants didn't you understand?
But I thought you and the professor were best friends / secret lovers.
You, what?
I've been writing fanfiction.
I'm sick of you silly little X-Men getting in my way. You are either with me or against me.
That's what you said in my fanfiction before throwing the professor against a wall.
I think we're a bad influence on her.
Do something, Charles.
Jubilee's a lost cause. She pays for Crunchyroll Premium.
I mean Magneto. Mind blast him or something.
Oh, I can't do that. He's wearing his helmet. That's right. His helmet makes me completely impervious to telepathic attacks. And how does that work? How does that work? Well, it, obviously, blocks the, Charles? What exactly are you doing when you use your telepathy again? Oh, we don't need to discuss that.
Well, we kinda do if we want to understand how Magneto's helmet works.
Like, clearly it's blocking something, but what? No, I refuse. I'll never explain my powers. You can't make me. Jubilee, dear, care to read us some of your work?
As Magneto's helmet slipped from his fingers, Charles felt his thoughts rush in. Their minds touched at last, and neither of them pulled away.
Dear God, that's dreadful. Explain them, Charles, or this pain shall continue.
Magneto's thoughts brushed against his again, deliberate this time, but he was checking whether Charles would stop him. He didn't.
Okay, fine. I'll explain how my damn powers work. Isn't it painful for you too? It's probably about a 4. Really? That low? Out of 5. 5 is the camps.
Like band camp?
Shut up, Beast! But before I begin, I'm signing you up for some programming lessons, Jubilee.
I don't want to learn. I want to write fanfiction. Learning is boring.
Not with boot.dev.
That's right. Jubilee will be learning to code on boot.dev because fanfiction is evil. But what course has the professor signed her up for? Well, learn to code in Python, of course. It's a really popular programming language, which is easy to read and write, so it's a great place to start. Boot.dev has a comprehensive beginner's course on Python with well over 100 lessons. If you've never written code before, then this is the course for you. The lessons are short and fun. You have the question on the left side of the screen and then the files on the right side of the screen where you can type your code. You never have to leave the boot.dev website. You don't have to go and install a bunch of software. It's really convenient. And the questions are often RPG themed, which makes things more interesting. I lost count of the number of Lord of the Rings references. There's actually a question where you make Legolas and Frodo fight each other, which still has me traumatized to this very day. If you get stuck, there's a helpful cartoon bear who can point you in the right direction. If you want to make things harder, then there's literally an infinite list of challenges you can pick from. And if you want to learn something other than Python, then guess what? There are loads of courses to pick from, like literally months worth of lessons here with new ones constantly being added and updates constantly being made. I can also confirm that when you finally complete a course, then you get a bunch of experience. I got 8,000 XP from finishing the Learn to Code in Python course, went up like 3 levels. I was even a top daily learner for a few hours, so go ahead and try to beat my score. And if you do, please don't tell me about it because I have an incredibly fragile ego. So if any of this sounds fun or interesting, and it should because the website's awesome, then check out boot.dev using my link below. Use my promo code OnDeadHumor for 25% off your entire first year. Thanks to boot.dev for sponsoring the video.
So anyway, you want to know how my powers work. Fine. The truth is, it's basically just a radio signal. Thoughts are information. Information can be encoded, and encoded information can be transmitted. Telepathy is just one brain transmitting information and another brain receiving it, exactly like how a radio picks up a signal. And what information are you transmitting? A pattern of thoughts, emotions, and intentions, of course. And the brain already runs on electricity, so there's always a faint broadcast for me to pick up and transmit to. Naturally, a powerful telepath such as myself is both a strong transmitter and receiver, so I can both sense a person's thoughts and influence them with my own.
Then how come it doesn't work on Magneto?
Oh, my silly Jubilee. His helmet is simply a signal blocker. That's all it is, really, and Cerebro is a signal booster. It amplifies weak brain signals, like Wolverine's. I beg your pardon? Well, now that that's cleared up, how about we go get brunch? If you could all cook me up eggs Benedict, that'd be wonderful. Or as I like to call it, eggs telekinetic. Oh my! Oh.
Professor, nothing you just said makes any sense.
You see, Hank, Benedict and telekinetic both end with a similar phonetic structure, and so I merely substituted the one for
Brains aren't antennas. Signals produced by the brain aren't good for long range. They'll weaken quickly.
Well, maybe yours do, since you're stupid. Am I right, my X-Men? Charles, he's smarter than you.
He can also walk.
Yeah, definitely a bad influence.
The world is full of noise and interference. If a person's brain signal was just a radio wave, then phones and Wi-Fi would drown it out.
How about I drown you out in a bathtub?
And even if you can detect a signal, how do you translate that into words and images and meaning?
You smell like a cat, Hank. A dirty, unwashed cat.
And if Magneto's helmet blocks the signal, why can't other objects? What makes the helmet so special?
It complements the sick drip rather well.
Can you get me one?
Never!
Why won't people buy me things?
Radio waves can be easily blocked and detected, Charles. They're just part of the electromagnetic spectrum, which, guess what, Magneto can also control. So why would he even need his helmet in the first place?
By the Eternal, he's right. Jubilee, punish us with another reading of your fanfiction.
Charles felt his heart do that stupid fluttering thing it never did. Like his mind was blushing. Magneto's presence was warm and intense and somehow smelled like metal. He should have said something, but he didn't.
No more of this sickening drivel, Jubilee. You can't gun in the arm of my chair your way out of this one, Charles.
So you saved Jubilee from bullets, but when it comes to me, you rip my skeleton out? What gives, Maggie?
My name's Magneto.
I thought it was Eric.
It was originally Max.
Very well, Magnus. The source of my powers makes sense if you consider the Scion. The who? Scion! It's a new undiscovered particle which is the force carrier of telepathy. You see, brains don't just produce electrical activity, they also produce a faint Scion emission. A telepath's brain can both detect Scions and emit them.
But what even is a scion?
It's a special mind signal that carries information more directly than sound or radio. The Scion signal is already structured around mental states, so it's easy to extract meaning from it. Cerebro is simply a Scion amplifier, and Magneto's helmet is made of a very special material which absorbs them. So, anyway, about that breakfast.
You realize this explanation is even stupider than your last one, right?
I'm not stupid. I have a big brain inside my big head.
Kind of looks like an egg.
I want to crack it open and scoop out all the goodness.
Let me write that down.
Dear heavens, girl, what is wrong with you?
Fanfiction is how I cope with the trauma of giant killer robots trying to murder me.
Well, aren't you just adorable?
If Scions exist, why hasn't anyone detected them? Real particles usually leave measurable traces.
Our telepaths have detected them. Duh.
And how does a brain produce particles? That's a big statement for chemistry and physics.
Because we're mutants, obviously.
If brains are constantly emitting and receiving Scions, where's the physical cost? Why is there no heat or fatigue or measurable changes?
Because we're mutants, obviously.
But you can read the minds of non-mutants. So non-mutant brains must be emitting the particle too, yeah? So you didn't really answer his questions.
Logan, buddy, I have a bullet right here with your name on it if you're not careful.
Guys, did you hear that? He called me buddy.
Scions carry detailed information and ignore distance and pass through most matter, yeah? Kinda sounds like a magic particle.
It's absolutely not magic. How dare you use the M word in this house? The M word is very welcome in my house. You know, because I'm Magneto and Magnus and sometimes Max.
Your humor is cringe.
Fair enough.
And if science are part of nature, why are there literally no traces of them?
Because they interact extremely weakly with matter.
You know another particle which interacts weakly with matter?
Which one?
The neutrino, whose existence was proposed almost 100 years ago and which was successfully detected 70 years ago.
The Beast is right.
It's just Beast, actually.
Shut up, Beast. Fire the fanfiction cannon.
That metal in Charles' chair shuddered softly before lifting off the ground, before moving closer to Magneto's face. Magneto was so strong, kind of like Colossus. Colossus is really tall and buff and has a cute accent. He's way too good for Kitty. Kitty's a stupid bitch.
Okay, that's quite enough.
Damn, it was finally getting good.
Quantum entanglement. Telepathy is when two minds share a deep, hidden connection. This connection comes from entanglement, which is when two systems become linked such that their states are correlated.
You're just trying to confuse us with quantum physics, aren't you?
My mutant power allows me to entangle parts of my brain activity with someone else's. Once the link is established, I don't need to broadcast thoughts outwards, I just read the correlation.
Are you even a real professor?
Cerebro helps me establish entanglement, and Magneto's helmet conveniently breaks the correlations before they start to form.
Shall I explain why that makes no sense?
I mean, you really don't have to.
How do you set up the quantum link?
With my big juicy brain.
Brains are full of tiny quantum effects, which could break the correlation.
As tiny as your reproductive organs.
How do you maintain the entanglement? How do you pick out a specific person's mind? How do you control their minds?
It's an emergent post-quantum framework operating on local neural coherence with dynamically stabilized wave function alignment.
What language are you even speaking?
English, dear beast. I'm speaking English. Charles, you're being very naughty, not telling us the secret to your bullshit powers, and for that, you must suffer!
Magneto lifted Charles out of his chair and slammed him against the wall. It hurt, but he didn't care. All he cared about was what Magneto would do next. The metal in the walls pinned Charles in place like a fun tickle. Magneto stepped closer.
Enough! Fine. I'll tell you the secret of my powers.
At this point, I'm more interested in the fanfiction.
This dangerous knowledge you mustn't tell a soul. But telepathy isn't communication at all. I don't send thoughts. I interact with a single underlying description of everything. The universal wave function.
By my stars and garters, it exists?
Yes, Hank, it does. The universal wave function. The single mathematical object that describes the entire universe at once. Most telepaths don't even know that's how their powers work. You mustn't tell a soul. You mustn't!
Is anyone else confused?
The universal wave function, Jubilee. Instead of every particle having its own separate description, the universal wave function contains all particles, all fields, all interactions, all possible outcomes. Together, in one complete state. Every atom, every thought, every event.
Exactly. My powers allow me to locate the part of the wave function containing a person's mind. Distance doesn't matter as I'm not sending anything through space. The information is already there. I'm simply accessing it.
Isn't this just reality manipulation?
What? No. If this universal wave function contains everything inside it, why are you limited to just telepathy?
Yeah, you could probably make a person explode, right?
He makes Magneto explode in my fanfiction.
And you could stop any attack before it happens! How did I even catch you off guard today? Well, I'm waiting for someone to make me brunch, so I'm a little peckish.
Does anyone even have personal privacy anymore then?
Do we even have free will? I don't know. Who cares? Feed me soup!
Professor, you blinded me with the promise of beautiful physics. How dare you?
And I would have gotten away with it too, if it weren't for the meddling kid. 80-year-old and 180-year-old.
Hey everyone, how's it going?
Not bad. Chuck here was just explaining how telepathy works.
Oh, so you told them it's magic then?
Jean, may I have a word?
You didn't mention astral projection, that metaphysical dimension of thought and psychic energy which we project ourselves into to influence people, which dodges explanations instead of providing one? Classic magic! Anyway, who wants some brunch?
I never should have adopted you! By the devil, how many bullets does he have in that thing?
Charles realized nothing would ever be the same again, even if they both pretended it would be. Also, Kitty got stuck in a wall and died. The end.
Damn, that Jubilee girl needs some help. Thanks again to boot.dev for sponsoring the video. It's a really cool website, so definitely check it out. If you like this video, then I have an extended version of it over on Patreon. It goes into way more detail about whether telepathy being a radio wave actually makes sense and what the hell that universal wave function thing is. It's more like philosophy than physics, to be honest, but it's still pretty cool. It's another way of supporting the channel as well. It really helps out, so thanks in advance. Speaking of philosophy, the next video will be about Wonder Woman's lasso. Turns out it can do a lot more than just compel the truth. See you then.